fight between good and evil is a tale as old as time, and one that seldom results in both sides coming away happy. Diablo 4 takes the story and history of Lilith and creates a new variation, one where we see more of a human side of the alleged she-demon. With Diablo 4 being my first time diving into the series, I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I do. From the rich story, to the incredible score, to the voice acting and co-op, it's a game bountiful with substance and is a game for every playstyle and every palette. What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. I hope you guys are having a great start to the new year. And let's dive into my review of Diablo 4. To be frank, when I first bought Diablo 4, I wasn't sure how much I would like it. I thought, okay, it was an overhyped series that didn't really intrigue me playstyle-wise from different videos I've seen. Oh, how wrong I was. This game is by far one of the best games I've played in 2023. Its narrative design, the voice acting, is some of the best I've ever seen in a game. It fully immersed me and created this sense of dread. I was expecting the worst, and seeing how the characters interacted with each other, it left a pit in my stomach. The looming cloud that was created by incredible writing is nothing short of amazing. The way the story made me feel, combined with how the voice actors made every word count, every way that they created every emotion, was intense and satisfying to watch unfold. The fight between Lilith and Inarius truly demonstrated this with the manipulation of light, Inarius, and the desperation of the dark, Lilith. The evil that is Lilith, but also the humanity of her, shines through in this very moment. Silence is their judgment, where saying nothing is the greatest answer ever received. This scene shows the humanity of good versus evil better than any book or historical text ever will, because in this moment, we are shown that we are all equal and no side is greater than the other. The history of Lilith is a complex one, filled with nuance and misogyny. Lilith was the first wife of Adam, created from the dust, making her his equal. The refusal of her submission incurred the hatred of God, which led Lilith to flee to the Red Sea, casting her from paradise. Lilith has become a symbol in modern culture of defying traditional masculine-feminine roles. She's become a symbol of sorts to represent chaos, seduction, and quote-unquote ungodliness. A lot of what is presented about what Lilith represents is created in a very divisive way. We are, to a degree, supposed to feel bad for her, but in the same token, also questioning her motives. She is the mother of demons, after all. Her hatred by the end of the game eating her alive, making her numb, jaded to the wear and tear on her self-proclaimed soul. She becomes a slave to the very thing she supposedly was fighting against. When it comes to how the game plays, it's tactical, and the player needs to understand their character and how to go about approaching certain bosses. More generic enemies get repetitive and don't need that much know-how to beat. Bosses, especially Lilith, were a proper challenge that I found incredibly enjoyable. Understanding how to beat them was really a wonderful surprise to see incorporated into the game. The way these bosses needed to be understood was on the same level as that of Returnal. Playing this game on both PC and PS5 was equally incredible. The crossplay on this game is one of the most enjoyable aspects of Diablo 4. Where at any spot that I leave on my PS5, I can pick it right back up at the same spot on PC and vice versa. It's the ease of playability and access for the player that I really very much appreciate. As far as the flow of the game is concerned, I'm curious as to why when you pick a side mission, you then have, in a sense, to restart the main quest when you pick that back up. Maybe since it's because I haven't played other Diablo titles, it's a reoccurring mechanic, or maybe it's something new that was added in Diablo 4, but it made traversing through the campaign strange and jarring to a degree, when I would go back and forth between leveling up and side quests to then going back to the main campaign. Diablo 4 entranced me with its beautiful cutscenes, characters that had meaning, dynamic boss battles, and a story for the ages that sent my brain tingling in delight. Mephisto as Lilith's father was a twist I did not expect at all. Mephisto, also short for Mephistopheles, another historical reference in the game, was a happy surprise for me. This character turning into the one that helps save the world from Lilith is both clever and matches up with the behavior of the character, which is manipulative. This game took me by surprise in all that had to offer, in that I never thought I would enjoy the playstyle of this game or the delivery of the mechanics. It's rich, substantial, and creates meaning for the player. The devil's in the details, and the battle between good and evil has reached its breaking point. My personal score for Diablo 4, 9.5 out of 10. But you guys, that was my review for Diablo 4. A big shout out to Spectre Gaming for joining me in the final boss battle, Lilith, for co-op. It was so much fun. The co-op for this game is probably some of the best I've seen. It's really interesting because I don't normally like doing co-op unless it's Souls-like or Souls games or Destiny 2. But this game in particular has such a smooth co-oping system. It's really great to see. The connectivity was amazing. The way everything just went without a hitch, it just was absolutely wonderful to experience. I would highly recommend doing co-op in this game as well as doing solo play for the campaign, because it wasn't until the very end of the game that I did co-op, and getting to see how it worked, getting to see how everything flowed so seamlessly, would recommend that absolutely. But if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below. I make videos every weekday here on YouTube. May you find your worth in the waking world, your hunter. Stay casually nerdy, and I will see you all in the next video. Umbasa.